No one wants to sit by Josh?
No.
Okay, thank you all for coming. This is really great to see you. I'm going to start by reading the epigraphs of the novel, the quotes in the beginning. I've been to a lot of literary conferences over the last 5 years, and there's one thing that you kind of glean from all of them, is that if you want to sell your novel, you have to have an obscure 17th century poem in the first line of the novel. That's some people say blood on the floor, but no, it's John Milton. So we're going to start with John Milton. And these are actually in the stories, that's why I'm reading them to you. They also serve who only stand and wait, which is Carl in this particular instance. The others from the Ramones, Hey Ho, Let's Go. September 4th, 1996. As Johnny Milton likes to say, they also serve who only stand and wait. I stand quite well, and I can wait with the best of them. In this case, I am standing in the library of Victory Memorial High School and waiting for the start of senior year. At my side is the one and only Frisia Price. This is a day she's been anticipating much longer than anyone should anticipate anything. She has shopped for new clothes and selected an outfit, pale blue capris, a yellow and white striped shirt, and brand new bright white Keds, with another, no doubt, lying in wait for tomorrow. Her wine-red JanSport backpack is fully stocked. Her hair is parted perfectly, and her astonishing green eyes are boring through one of the interior windows that separate the library from the classrooms of the main building. Let me explain. You see, whoever designed this place had a strong preference for little-used shapes. The main building is a large dodecagon, with classrooms at the edges, and our spacious library, also a dodecagon, at the center. As a result of this dubious design, the windows of the library look into the classrooms. Having gotten to campus way too early, at Frisia's eager urging, we've taken refuge here in the inner dodecagon, with time enough for an early morning stroll along these improbable interior windows. Who is that? Frisia wonders aloud. Her brow has settled into its signature furrow. In the classroom on the other side of the glass, a lanky 30-something man with shaggy brown hair is up at the blackboard, chalk in hand. He finishes writing whatever he's writing, then pulls the world map down to cover it up. If he's noticed us, he isn't letting on. As Frisia continues to take in this impromptu performance, I turn my attention to the shelf under a neighboring window. This is my satellite office, the yearbook shelf. I'm pleased to see that they're just as I left them. These books, these beautiful, bountiful books, so neatly bound, so orderly a set on their shelf, provide a kind of sustenance. I always know that they are here, and that I can come visit them whenever I want. They are, for the most part, always the same year after year. The photographs, the captions, the fonts, like cave paintings with glossy pages. I pluck Going Places, 96, from the shelf and turn to my junior photo. It is not the best of portrayals. That's a full-on smirk, folks, I can't deny it. And the black and whiteness of the picture isn't doing me any favors. You get the general sense of my face, longish with a slightly crooked nose and luxuriant eyebrows, but not much more than that. You see the hesitation in my eyes, but not their gray-blue hue. You notice that my hair is parted much less perfectly than Frisia's, but you miss out on its lackluster blondness. But this year will be different. Now that we're seniors, we'll get a color photo of our own choosing and a quote to go along with it. The class of 1997, I say, sliding Going Places back into place and removing badger prints, 83, from the shelf. There are no badgers anywhere nearby. Still, Bernie the Badger is our mascot and has lent his features to many a classic yearbook title. Can you believe it, Les? Says Frisia, turning from the window. Yes, I say, tucking badger prints into my backpack. It's all too believable. Tell me something less believable, I say, returning to her side. Now our lanky, shaggy-haired 30-something has stepped onto a chair at the front of the classroom and appears to be mouthing some words to the students who aren't there. "Oh, come on," says Frisia, with an elbow to my ribs and a sprinkle of a sparkle in her eye. "It's our time to shine." This is calculated to soften me up. Not so much the elbow as the reference to Time to Shine, 85. One of history's finest achievements in the yearbook arts. "You'll see," I say. Other than a color photo and a quote, is there really any reason to believe that this year will be better than last year? "Lester," she says, "that's room 9. That must be the new AP Humanities teacher." As if in response to Frisia's sudden outburst, the star of room 9's one-man show starts doing little turns up there on his chair, little tiptoed 360s, patting himself on the head, first with the left hand, then with the right. He does several circuits, still mouthing whatever he's mouthing, and it seems like he might go on like that forever. But then, on the 4th or 5th revolution, his eyes catch mine, and he stops mid-whirl, with one hand in the air, and his eyebrows raised as if they're connected to that hand by the tiniest of strings. With this raised hand, he waves a weak, perplexed hello, then hops to the floor. All right, so that's the beginning. We get our narrator, Lester. He's seeing the new English teacher for the first time through the windows. In the next scene of the book, he's going to meet him, and suffice it to say, they do not see eye to eye on the opening pages of the book. I'm going to skip over that part. I'll let you read that scene yourself. And we're going to move ahead to page 9. Fifth period can't come soon enough, but soon enough it comes. It's the last class of the day, the one we've all been waiting for, Yearbook. This will be my second tour of duty on the crew. If a sigh of relief could take the form of a high school course, it would be this most pleasant space of time, which asks us only to reminisce about VMHS yearbooks gone by and do our best to live up to their shining examples. Eventually. Leading the charge into this delicious swamp of idleness is the man we all call Pancake, mostly because no one really knows how to say Panchevsky. He teaches all the truly useful offerings, woodcraft, intro and advanced, automotives, welding, and, by the stroke of some divine grace, if not because of his editorial prowess, yearbook. Pancake always wears the same thing, flannel button-up shirt, usually navy blue, sometimes forest green, red suspenders, brown pants. He has thick glasses that make his eyes look like broad saucers, and he is ample. He's a lot of human. Which means that when he's sitting down, he tends to stay that way for quite a while. His hair he keeps buzzed short. I take as many of his classes as I can. Pancake's domain is the space we call the Vortex, or Voc/Rec Tech, as it is officially inexplicably known. The Vortex consists of 2 shops, wood and metal, and an automotive garage, with an afterthought of a classroom attached to the woodshop by way of a half-glass door. In Yearbook, which is the only period on Pancake's instructional schedule that doesn't involve the use of loud machines, the shop lies dormant and we're reconciled to the classroom. "Here, Turbine," he says, addressing me by the stretch of a nickname that only he uses. "Pass these out." He hasn't gotten up. Rather, he's just sort of shoving the small stack of half-sheets into the air. I rise and gather them. Most of Pancake's yearbook students, the Pancake Block, as I like to call them, are a delightful assemblage of hammerers and solderers and sanders of planks. They are the stout heroes of woodcraft, intro and advanced, automotives and welding. Thick, strong, square-jawed, Carhartt-wearing kids. Like me, they remain loyal to Pancake and his easy A's, wherever he goes. They accept their copies of the syllabus with hands still darkened by the grease of summer projects. The Pancake syllabus is a thing of absolute beauty. A copy should be sent to the Smithsonian. It is unmatched in its directness, its simplicity, its unabashed typos. The entirety of the document fits easily onto its half sheet and reads thus. Yearbook. First trimester. 1. Establish template. Second. 1. Acquire photos. 2. Fill in template. Thrid try. 1. Finalize format. 2. Proofread. 3. Send to printer. Once the sheets have all been passed around, Pancake asks if there are any questions. There aren't. The business of the day having thus been concluded, he opens the bottom drawer of his desk and gets out a fresh box of powdered donuts. A healthy supply is always at hand. And with plump, expert fingers, slides open the paper tab and peers into the box with keen anticipation.